It's your boy. Probably quiet 1 sec. There we go. I'm alive. How's it going, Elias? How's it going, Tank? Probably quiet 1 sec. Gonna do some chillaxing. Some gamering even. I guess I can get this looking for a team. How y'all doing? Whoops. Yo, what's good, Python? How's it going? How's life? Life's good. Life is good. Dream of you. I dream of you. You guys like my Udi? Fish drip or what? What was your favorite TTRPG? And what do you most hate or dislike? TTRPG. Are we talking tabletop, like Dungeons and Dragons? Is that the vibe? What is this, Dead by Daylight? This is not Dead by Daylight. This is Hunt Showdown. Oh, I need to ready up. Sorry, team. And let me know if the game is too loud or too quiet. Tabletop RPG. I'm trying to think of what I enjoy. Me see Warhammer, me click. That is me playing Warhammer. I'm not playing Warhammer right now, obviously. That's just a thumbnail that I had kicking around. Tabletop RPGs. I'm trying to think of tabletop RPGs that I've played other than Dungeons and Dragons. Like, is Warhammer a tabletop RPG? I don't think so. How's it going, Mr. G? D&D, Pathfinder. I think D&D might be the only one that that I've actually played. So that would have to be the favorite, unfortunately. This game is called Hunt Showdown. It's a cowboy western shooter. It's an extraction shooter, but not really. It's not like Tarkov or anything. Basically, I'm loading in and I have to find like a ghoul, like a spooky ghoul to kill and banish his soul. But there's other cowboys that are doing it too. So it's kind of like a stealthy, slow cowboy shooter. Frickin' best game ever. Such a good game. How's it going, KBC? I do remember when your computer could run this game. Those were the days. Those were the days. Yeah, I played a lot of D&D. I don't like D&D though. It took me a few hundred hours of play to just find that I just don't like the gameplay loop. The game is too slow, straight up. Too much downtime. You got to have the perfect group. If you have one person who's like way too much or way too little, it just kind of throws everything off. It's so hard to make it good. D&D is it's way too much of a headache to actually get the game going. Apologies for my processor. It sucks. So I loaded the game in really slow. Hence the fact that my gun is not even drawing in. But we'll get there. Like your animations, thanks, Lucky. Traction arc raiders appearing in the corner. Yeah, I've played a tiny little bit of Arc Raiders. Very, very small amount. Game looks good. The amount that I've played it, it kind of just feels... Oh, how do I... just gotta get these things off my screen. It feels very... I don't want to deal with that. Every time I do it, it just feels like I'm doing my chores. Like, I don't mind grinding, but I don't like games with grinds in them. But when I'm only playing video games, like maybe once a week right now, I'm just kind of like playing catch up on the chores. I'm not actually like doing anything. I don't know. My experience with it has been so poor, but I think it's just because I haven't been playing it consistently. Always playing catch up. Can't say I want to say hey man, love the latest episode. Love you man, bye. Thanks for stopping by, Frog. Love you too. Glad you enjoyed episode 3. Yeah, I guess this is the first time I've streamed since episode 3 has come out. My teammates were pinging danger, which makes me think there might be enemies nearby. Did you have a good Christmas? I did have a good Christmas. I got a really sweet jacket. Got like a jean jacket. It's very cozy. It's just really cool. I like the weight of it is like very heavy. I like it a lot. We also got a huge dumping of snow last night. So we went from like green grass to like 20 centimeters. So that was fun. It's nice and Christmassy outside now that Christmas is over. How about you guys? How's the Christmas? How's it going, Oxit? Ooh. I'll tell if I just heard something to my right. $195. Ooh, laughing zombie. Don't love that. I missed him. Like a moron. Does it snow a lot where you currently live? I live in Ontario. So in theory, yes. But I live right next to one of the Great Lakes, which kind of acts as like a water bottle. It keeps the winter's pretty mild and the summer's pretty cool, which is nice. It does make it humid here. But the temperature's not too crazy. So like it doesn't snow in my town nearly as much as it does like further north, like in Ottawa or something. So relatively to the towns nearby, no. But relative to like the states, definitely. Are we going to Scupper Boys? Is that the vibe? I think that's the vibe. What about you, Tank? Do you have a lot of snow? Shadow Leap. Yes, please. Opposite corner simultaneous banished. Yeah, it's pretty lame. Didn't even think about it. But you're not wrong. That's pretty lame. How was your Christmas, KBC? Sounds like there's a fight going on there. Let's see what our elf eyes can see. Doo-doo-doo. That looks like choke. Okay, I don't see anything. Barely if I ever snow where I live last year's my area. Gotcha. Busy but fun? Heck yeah. Dude, mine has been so busy. Crazy busy. No dull moment, that's for sure. I have a sniper, which makes me not want to go in here. That's a drilling. Hello in there. Let's go, teammate. Come on. Don't be that guy. It's a bounty carrier. It's rotating all the way. Let's go, teammate. I missed. He has a shotgun. Is there a door here now? There's not. Ah! Oh, I forgot it was a drilling. Didn't respect it. I totally knew it was a drilling too. Dang it. Thanks, teammate. You a real one. You a homie. Oh! He came up! Holy frick, that scared me. Yeesh. I don't think I'm a res. Maybe I am. I'm gonna have one bar. Do I suicide with the katana? I hear him. Oh my. Dang it. Okay, he's still out on the roof. He's underneath me. Yeah, frick. I don't have any health for this. Just spar this. Let's go, teammate. Okay, last one's underneath. think I can res. Oh, I have a necro. Let's do that. Don't jump down there, Keith. You make you crazy frick. Okay, he's right on the other side of this wall from me. Frick. I'm so fragile. One bar. Go team. I can't freaking see with the light on with the night map. I'm going to turn the light off. And if my camera becomes completely worthless, then I might just turn it off. Hey, I'm kind of here. Oh, it's so much easier to see. Holy frick. I think it'll be easier to see when the map becomes day. Dude, that Martini Henry Ironside is ridiculous. The sure is some intense animating action. Apologies, MIP. We are not animating today. I'm at a point where my Christmas season is so busy. I have so many plans and stuff. I'm constantly like getting up, going down, doing this, doing that, you know. That I just can't quite enter a good flow state of animating. So I decided to stop animating until the new year. So probably not till like mid-January will I be able to start animating again once all my plans are wrapped up. Asking anything, what's the capital of France? I'm going to just guess it's Paris, but honestly that's the only city in France that I could name, so go with what you know, I guess. Go with what you know. Is my team gonna push this? What are we saying? Yeah, it's just like too. Like I'm up, I'm down, I'm up, I'm down. Like I have this day, like I'll have like a full day off, and then today I have like a full day of family, and tomorrow I have the full day off. And the 29th I work, and then it's like family day, family day. Then I have a couple days off, and then I have some friends coming to town. So it'll be like busy with them. I think my team is cooked. You did your best, boys. Did the best you could. Yeah, it's hard to like... It's hard to enter a good like flow state because I'm like working on a shot, thinking about it. And then I'll like leave my computer being like, okay, tomorrow I'm going to do this. I know what it needs because I like just worked on it. But if I don't work on it for a few days, then it's kind of like, meh. Forget what I'm doing. Forget what the shot needs. That kind of thing. So it's a recipe for, I could be working, but it's a recipe for like getting bad work done. And that ain't no kind of life. So we're not going to do that. How do I equip on controller X? Then we're going to equip I want the health chunk one. Where is it? Am I blind? There it is. Boop. And then we went the martialist, vulture, steady aim. Sure. And then we want to go to loadouts, and then we want to overwrite. Yes. Let me find a game. Let's freaking go. Yeehaw, cowboy gang. Oh, crap, I gotta switch my laundry once I ready up. Don't let me forget. I think I finally decided on what my next cartoon's going to be. It has been an ordeal trying to commit to something. But I did a poll recently, and the overwhelming wash that poll was definitely helped me kind of like see that I might have been being cringe a little bit. Every time I put up a poll that I think will be kind of room splitting and have some good conversation, it's always an abysmally one-sided blowout. Yeah, I'm going to go switch my laundry. I'll be right back. I'm back. Big agree. Gyre gang. Comes out all warm. Okay, if this is a daytime map, hopefully you'll actually be able to see me. The lighting might be just perfect. Because I'm just sitting in complete darkness. It's so funny. Hey, there I am. Holy crap, can you tell that my processor sucks? Oofa J doofa. I don't even see that horse. Hear it. But I don't see it. Dude. AAA title. How was that not a headshot? There we go. We're loading. It's like PS1 game. It's true. That do be kind of what it feels like, though. Do. I'm also really excited for the new year because in the new year we're finally going to do our animation jam that I've been talking about forever. So that's exciting. I've talked about it, but I just have been wanting to get Skifters done. Once Skifters is done, I'm going to do a teeny tiny little touch of groundwork for my new show, which I don't know what it's called yet. And then we're going to do Animation Jam. 24-hour jam. This extraction is locked. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'm trying to think about how I'm going to structure it, because... Sorry, I was just listening to the game. I want to accomplish 2 things. I want to accomplish 3 things. There's 3 things that I want to accomplish. I want, number 1... I'm going to die because I'm too far ahead. Frick. Don't know if these guys heard me. Mid-map extract, yeah. It's in the dead center. Dude, you haven't played this game in a hot minute, I guess. That's right. Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff. But there's a extract in the middle of the map. You'll notice there's 4 extracts. One's in the middle of the map, but 2 of them are locked. The middle one and the further one are both locked. Where did this team go? And I'll get back to my animation jam in a sec. Frick. Did they leave? I think they might have left. Maybe they didn't hear me. They got the clue and dipped. That'd be pretty cool. I think that's what happened. I'll take those. Oh, they didn't even get this. Weird. What a bunch of weirdos. What was I talking about? Okay, a bunch of things to talk about. 5 things. 3 things that I want to accomplish with this animation jam. Number 1, I want it to be fun. I want the energy to be good, and with that, I'm gonna make it so that I don't stay up all night. I'm planning on budgeting some sleep time, because if I stay up all night, I'm not gonna have fun, and it's not worth it. So that's number 1. I want everybody to have fun, but I also want to enjoy myself. So I will be scheduling myself sleep time. Number 2, I want to actually... That's crows on our right. I gotta shut this dude down so that I don't see his thing all day. Number 2, I want to actually get an animation done. 24 hours is going to be quick. So the goal is to think of something that I want to... Think of how I want to sort of like... Dude, that poor soul. My teammate is cringe. Oh, gosh, that was behind me. Southwest. Woo! Okay, now I'm in a bad place. Grip the goat. I want to actually get something done. So I need to... That's not really like something that I can set up ahead of time. I just want to like... I got to think about how I want to do my pipeline so that it... so that I actually get something done. Which goes hand in hand with the third and most important thing is I want this to be... achievable and doable for someone who's never animated before. That's the hardest one. and that has to work with the second one. In order for it to be possible for baby's first animation, they need to be able to do something easy, which is probably going to be the bouncing ball, which is fine. Bouncing ball probably won't take 24 hours to be able to put like some pizzazz into it, which will be nice. But I'm not going to do the bouncing ball because I feel like that would be unnecessary because it wouldn't take that long. I want to make as good an animation as I can with 24 hours. So I'm probably not going to do the bouncing ball. So people can follow along with me in what I'm doing if they're using Maya or Blender or a different 3D software and doing character animation. If they're not doing character animation on 3D software, then they probably won't be able to follow along. Which means that in order to hold the hand of the people who are new animators, I'm going to have to do like some fancy footwork in terms of like the first like 30 minutes. I'm going to be planning out like how I'm going to budget, how I'm going to move my budget so that how I'm going to move my budget, and by budget I mean time, so that it's like achievable. Sorry, I'm trying to focus on this game and talk at the same time, and clearly I'm not very good at that. That guy tried to throw a shovel at me. He's going to block that off. Should have timed that a little better. Frick. Don't swing that. Nice work, teammate. Just trying to not to get aggroed by my own bees. They all moved out. We love that for them, because I have a sniper. Oh, they're on the roof? Yep. I want the game jam to be achievable, or the animation jam to be achievable by people that don't know what they're doing. So that means that they're going to have like a little bit of time spliced in for like a tutorial zone. That to me, as a jammer, sounds like a nightmare, because I would want to be, for me, the streamer, doesn't matter, but I would want to be watching, I would want to be able to like watch the stream, but like also like flip to my tutorial so that I like know what I'm doing. So I'm basically gonna like, when I allocate the budget of my time, I'm gonna leave a little time to be like, here's the tutorial zone, like for the next 30 minutes, like go find your tutorial and watch it, and then you'll like kind of know what you're doing, and then you can reference it as we go, and then kind of like hold their hand in that way. I don't know if that's gonna work or if that's gonna be enjoyable as a first-time animator. I know there will be more people doing the jam than first-time animators, so I'm not too concerned with like holding their hand the entire way. But I do want it to be, I do want it to be palatable for first-timers. That's all. Definitely something that I'm keeping in consideration of, you know, what I'm worried about, etc. This guy right there. I do declare. Man, that explosive ammo is so discombobulating. Don't have necro. Don't have anything. I can heal. So yeah, I'm excited for the animation jam. I hope that all makes sense. It was all very broken up over the course of playing this game. Listening, I'm thinking, I'm wondering. That bow sucks. I should stop swinging this. Every time I swing it, I get punished. I don't have a bounty. Maybe I should rotate. Or they'll rotate for me. Oh, that's all three of them. Swing it. I hear you. We got this. Frick. We don't got that. I had no meds. Unlucky timing. Hit a clean headshot. Thanks, Micro. No pressure at all. Where was that advice 2 minutes ago? I would have done it had I known. Yeah, frick. Holding out on the intel. Holding out on the intel on me. What the hell? Wop wop indeed. Wop wop. I should maybe switch to my my head empty class. Equip. I dream of you. I dream of you. Counted down from 3 and it happened. No, you did not. What a psycho. No, sir. You thought, but you were wrong. All right. Now we got the real guy class on. We take these dubs. We take these dubs. We get this bread. Done piss farting around. We're going to get a win right now. Could be epic. Could be epic. Da baby, let's go. Dude, it's Post Malone. Dude, a fellow Bomblands enjoyer? Put us in the game. Ooh, Bombland skin? I don't really like it. But it's there. I didn't know that skin existed. I gotta change that new recruit. Of course, Harry Balzac would be posty, dude. Get Post Malone out of this game. When we're back with the double Post Malone event? Huh? Get him out of here. Oh, KBC, you missed the spider event. The spider event was so good. was like a big spider, like catacomb. Yeah. Feels bad. Played a little bit of World of Tanks the other day. That's pretty fun. World of Tanks freaking rules, yo. Do I rip Stammy off the start? I don't think I do. Because I have conduit. Simply having wonderful Christmas time. Setting off all the crows. 'Cause I suck at the game. Going down, 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 down. Oh, KBC, you haven't seen any of the tarot cards? The tarot cards are cool. I don't know if there's... Is there still tarot cards in the game? They still aren't in the game, but I don't know if you can still get them. Because I have a bunch in my stash. Oh, that's the bear. Ooh. Ooh. Levering. That's kind of worthless. Not gonna lie. Simply having wonderful Christmas time. Wait, what is the wetness status effect that I have right now? I'm wet for 15 seconds? Oh, maybe I don't get... I can't burn and then it'll wear off after 15 seconds? I don't know. That was the bear. That was Ursa Major. She's like a mini boss, but I had a bomb lance. She's like kind of like a leech man. She has a lot more health, but the bomb lance, I guess, still one-shots her. And she like screams, and it like deafens you and makes your ears bleed. And she like pushes you over and stuff. She sucks. She's horrifying. What a slaughterhouse. If I get to the event little tent down there, she'll be there as well. Yeah, it's basically leech man adjacent. Oi! Oh, my teammate was shooting a balloon. Phew. That scared the frick out of me. Simply having wonderful Christmas time. Look both ways before crossing the street. Man, our one teammate is just freaking on his own adventure, eh? He doesn't give a frick. You're dead. Tried to cover as much ground as I could while it was raining. Okay. Didn't hear those guys in the rain. Now did I? The harpoon is so accurate. Not when you miss. And this guy is not in the game. Goodbye. Well, that was a waste of time. I wonder how long I was running alongside those dudes, and none of us heard each other because of the rain. Cringe. Care for those guys. Thanks. Where was that information when I was in the rain? Because I would have killed them all if I knew. What the hell? Loadouts. Equip. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of money for that loadout. Ufa J. Doofa. Giveth, not taketh. Yep. I wish it would giveth to me. Please. At least once. Once in my life. Dude, I gotta change it from the recruit. I don't know how to... I don't know what else I have. I don't care about this, I don't think. Sorry, teammate. Sorry, teammate. I was trying to make myself not look like a noob. Player profile. Titles. I don't have anything. I gotta master a gun. Which I apparently haven't done. Kill butcher 25 times. It's so sad that I don't have these. What's so stupid? That's pretty stupid. Silver Victor? Oh. Bound by blood. Dorothy Alice Nightmare Kills? What the heck is that? Dorothy Alice Nightmare Kills? What are those? I've never seen them before. Dude, it's really dumb. I mean, it's really cool. It's just kind of dumb that there's profiles now. When you load in, you see your profile, and when you kill somebody, they see your profile, and you see theirs, blah, blah, blah. And you can, like, change whatever stats you want to put on it, like how many kills you have or how much bounty you have, yada, yada. But if you've been playing the game, like, all the progress starts at 0. So, like, you'll get your Prestige 100 or whatever badge, but, like, you're not a PAX master or a Winfield master because you have no kills with those guns, technically. Like, it hasn't been tracking, if that makes sense. Which is really lame. I have friggin' 2,000 hours in this game and I don't have anything unlocked. Huh? Dude, redemption? We're back at Puerto Rico. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know why, if they have it, why they wouldn't give you the progression. I don't know. But, yeah, there's like a bunch of like levels of mastery you can get. But it's all starting at 0. Huh. Darrow, I guess. Simply having wonderful Christmas time. Oh, there's the bear again. I'll let her live for a sec, so you can kind of see what's up. Yeah. Frick you. Berserker. If that's what gives melee double damage, that would be pretty good for the bomb lance. I'm not gonna lie. I will kill Scrapbeak in like 2 seconds. Alice Farm. Simply having wonderful Christmas time. Don't know if that was quieter than it going off. I'm assuming it is. Sounds white. I'm gonna go absolutely rock this Scrappy. What's up, buddy? That's not what Berserker does. Oh! Jeez. I didn't realize that they were that close. Not gonna lie. L-O-L. I'm gonna die. They're gonna res me, and I'm gonna die. I lived. I'm the best. There's other players here. I heard them. I gotta get rid of this. Two teams out there fighting? Yep. Don't facepalm me. Come on. What do you out of your mind? That's it down. Don't even. That would have been a Nick shot. If Nick shot that shot, he would have hit it. Just saying. Gameplay's favorites. Ugh. Oh, I have traps. Of course. The moment I Nope. We traded. Thank goodness. That's another down. Down to the 1v1. He has the full auto crossbow. Jeez. Totally forgot about this thing. Here they come. The trap got him. Forgot I placed that. That's so funny. That saved my bacon. Pretty hilarious. Oh! That thing is so stupid. This crossbow thing is so freaking dumb. He's swinging you right. You see him. The trap kill is pretty good. I'm not going to lie. How's it going, Holly? What were your favorite and least favorite characters to model and animate? That's actually an interesting question. I think that there's a difference in what I like about different characters, because some characters are different than others in different ways. For instance, I really liked. Sure, YOLO. Let's get weird with it. Not doing well anyway. I really liked. You asked model/animate, yeah. I didn't really care about modeling April. But I do like animating her. I do, however, like animating her in such a way that is, I like to pose her. And I think that's more to do with the bike than April herself. I like posing the character on the bike. So maybe that's a bad example. Flip, I enjoyed modeling. I also enjoy animating because Flip's really easy to animate with because he doesn't have a lot of like facial expressions and stuff. I do, however, have a hard time making him as expressive as he has been. So I don't want to make a character that has such a huge amount of screen time as Flip does, as simple as Flip is. But what I do think, this is a bit of a tangent of something else that I'm going on. I don't know what the parts of the eye are. But I do think that one of the reasons that I really like animating Flip, or perhaps I dislike animating other characters, is the eyeball has, this green part, and then it has the black part. One of them's the iris, and one of them's the whatever. This picture's really gross. There we go. I don't like. Eyes are very complicated, and I find it challenging to animate with the pupil and the iris, whatever those are. I like it that I like it when the character only has one. I visually like this. I like this visually, but mechanically to animate, I don't really like moving it around. I plan on my next animation, which is going to be a shorter one. I plan on having all the characters just have one color for the color in their eye. Instead of these two layers, it'll effectively be one, if that makes sense. So there's that. I really dislike animating the pupils. They've been really bothersome. I didn't love modeling Idris Yamashita. He is just not... his body, at least, doesn't have a ton going on. But animating him is fine. Torque was really fun to model. Everything with her is fun to animate except for her jacket. Her jacket's really annoying. It's so annoying. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm not going to do it that way again for probably a while. It's so hard to weight paint. It's so hard to weight paint something that's thin that is two-sided, if that makes sense. So the outside of Torque's collar, it's probably easier if I have a picture of Torque. I can find one on Discord probably really quickly. Skifter's still art. Yeah. So the inside of Torque's jacket is brighter than the outside of Torque's jacket, which is darker. You can see it really well here. In order for that to be the case, I have two options. I either paint the texture every scene, and then re-render chunks when she's moving around. It's just really annoying. Or it can't just be a one-sided polygon. It has to be thick so that each side has its own value of color. It was just really annoying to weight paint because if she moves like her clavicle specifically, it carries the weight on the inside of the collar differently than the outside of the collar, so it constantly clips, and then I have to like go in by hand and adjust it. That's really annoying. Moving Torque's clavicle is so annoying. I won't do it like that again. At least not for a while until I can master that. Find a better fix, because it's just annoying. To get the lighting right, yeah. Here, she's really annoying. Now, interesting thing, and one of the reasons that Torque and April get colored in the latest episode of Skifters, if you haven't seen episode 3 yet, minor spoiler, I do a little bit of a color palette switch. Torque gets covered in red, I don't know, tree dust, and April gets covered in blue goo, and that kind of paints their characters one color. I did this for a couple reasons, and one of them is that it was kind of like a test. When I modeled Damper, I thought she was really boring. I was looking at the palette of colors that I had left, because I had already I didn't make Damper until like partway through episode 1, so everybody else was already done. When I was modeling when I was designing Damper, I was like, what colors is she going to be? And I was like, I don't really have a lot of color left. Like, I got pink, and pink suits her really well. But then I don't really have much else, and I'm trying to not reuse all the other colors that everyone else has because I'm trying to set them apart in some way. So when I made Damper, she was just pink. And I was like, Damper's so boring because she's just pink, and it's so lame. Like, it's not interesting. She's just like, bleh. Like, when I was modeling her, I was like bored out of my skull. She's just like, just because of the color, like, I just thought it was like, bleh. As a guy I like color a lot. So anyway, when Damper got on the screen, I think that Damper steals the show visually in every shot that she's in, because she's so freaking bright, and she's so like powerful. She's like pink. Like, the whole frame is like when Damper's on screen, you know it, you feel it, because she's so bright and so like strong. Kill this stupid lady. That's really cool. So I was like, okay, like, now what do? Do I model characters that I think are boring in hopes that like the palette will work out? Like, I don't really know how I feel about that. So then I was like, let's color Torque and April one color, which was already kind of the plan. But like, let's make it extra strong. And then I can kind of test, like, do they look good? Do I like animating a scene with a character that's just like one color? I do think that Torque and April and that planet, I think that scene turned out really good and it looks good. But I think that it was a little bit too much for a whole show. To be like 3 colors the entire show. That's a little bit too much. So I kind of learned a lot from that test, and now I kind of know, what I want to do. I definitely want to have characters that it fit more into a bit of more of an analogous color palette, and just be. What I learned is just to be a little bit more forward thinking with how I color my characters, because I obviously want them to be strong, but I don't want them to be boring, or I want them to be strong, but not like take away from each other. So, learned a lot about that. Who else? Is there anyone else I haven't addressed? Max, I also didn't love modeling Max. I do really like animating Max. He was probably my favorite. Max, his face rig, it's exactly what I want. I think that he needs a tiny bit more expression, but I've talked before about how I want to find a happy middle ground between the simplicity of Flip is a little too simple, and everyone else is just a little too complicated, and I want to find a nice middle ground. And Max is very, very, very close to that. He's still a little too simple. I think removing the pupils is going to help a lot, or the iris, or whatever the heck the color part is called. What are you pinging? What the heck is happening? We're being followed? Someone's shooting at us. I really liked animating Max. His face... Yeah, there's two teams following us. Frick. His face is really close. His body's kind of whatever. I like the canisters on his back. I have been enjoying having the characters have like something like jingly on them, like my Torque's golf bag, Max's back, like nitrous canisters, etc. I think that adds a lot of life. I don't know how I'm going to apply that in the next thing. I don't really have a plan for that in the next thing, but I'd like to find one. Is that everybody? I guess I didn't talk about the brothers at the start. So yeah, that's what I said. Like, everyone has so many things going on. There's so many different like reasons for everyone having like strengths and weaknesses overlapping each other. That's really hard to be like, he's my favorite and he's not. I think Max, I would argue, if you were to take all these to account and put him in a spreadsheet, I would guess that he's probably had the most fun animating in every way. I didn't mention the two brothers at the start. They were pretty whatever. I don't like talking bad about my stuff because somebody might really like something that maybe we just don't have the same opinion, and I don't want someone to be like, I really like this thing. It's one thing to like crap on something that like I don't like, but it's another thing to crap on something that someone else likes that I made. It just feels bad. But I think that I don't like those two characters. At the start, they are very just visually not really a lot going on there. And that whole scene was necessary to the plot that I wrote. I hate saying that. I don't like that scene. I don't like the starting scene of Skifters. I think that it wasn't fun to make. I don't think it's very fun to watch. I think those two characters are both like serving a purpose, but I don't love that purpose. It's weird. It's like it's something I don't know. Just let me just be clear. And I'm sorry, I'm just rambling at this point. Hopefully it's interesting, and if not, then whatever. I don't know anything about writing or writing a story, and I think that all the stories that I've written prior to Skifters have been pretty buns. Skifters is definitely a step in the right direction, And relentlessly roasting my own stuff is how I get better, because I don't put it in front of any professionals to get critiqued or have any schooling or any knowledge about anything in any capacity. So I kind of just dump on my stuff, and that makes my next stuff better. So when I've done this before, and people, especially Corgan, will be like, dude, like, go easy. Like, your stuff is great. And I'm like, it sucks. Because I'm just, like, trying to, like, take a tally of all the things I did wrong so that I can do them right moving forward. So I'm usually pretty negative about my own stuff. I think from where my headspace was at and how the scene ended up, I think that first scene of Skifters with the brothers setting up like how skifts work in the universe and stuff, I think that scene stinks. That's just how I feel. Scared the crap out of me, my own teammate, and I knew he was there too. I can't really shake that. I wish I could, but I can't. But once the plot got written to a point where, like, oh, this scene is necessary. It's necessary to have this scene in order for the show to exist. I have to, you know, set up all the stuff, or my payoffs aren't going to work. Like, you can't have a payoff without the setup. So now the scene has to be here. So even if the scene is bad, it's really good because it has to be there, which I don't think is true. That was my philosophy at one point, where it's just like, I have to have the scene, so I guess I'll do it. And then it was like, no, I think that I just wrote a bad... if you write a story that requires boring setup to work, your story's bad. I don't know if that's true, or maybe my setup just needs to be more interesting. I don't know. I hope that people enjoyed it. I think, like I said, I hate dumping on my stuff. I know that there are some people that really like it, and that's great. But it's like, if I'm writing a story where I'm like, people will come to me and be like, "Oh, dude, this anime is really good." Once you get past like the first 10 episodes, it rocks, dude. You made a bad show. Straight up. If I need to watch 10 bad episodes for you to hit your stride and then the show becomes worth something, you wrote a bad show. You wrote a bad story. Straight up. Sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes it's budgetary limitations, or sometimes it's whatever. Sometimes it's the source material, and people are like, that's another thing that I hate. I'll be like, dude, this XYZ story, this superhero movie, or this whatever, like, the fact that this happened, that sucks. And people will be like, well, that's what they did in the comics. And I'm like, the comic sucks. I don't care. Like, that's a bad excuse. Anyway, I'm a freaking hater, and I'm talking about my own stuff. Yeah, so, like, I think that I'm doing the best I can, and I'm going to keep getting better, and this relentlessness is how that's going to happen. But I think that I wrote a bad scene, and as a result, when I was going into that scene, I was like, okay, I have to make these characters for the scene. It's whatever. And I didn't try to, but it was really hard to care about characters that were only there for a scene that I didn't really care about. So this is my very long-winded way to say that I think that the characters for the opening sequence, the two brothers, are lackluster. And I think that's just because of the headspace that I was in when I made them. Says your resource safe to get better. Yeah, I think that until I find a better strategy, that's just the strategy I got. So I gotta rock with it. Sometimes, like, I'll come upstairs from working, and I'll be like, man, I'm such a hack. This is garbage. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like going off like a rap sheet of like why I hate what I'm doing or whatever to Corgan, and she'll be like, dude, like, calm down. Like, what are you saying? Like, you sound like you're about to quit. And I'm like, I'm just talking. Like, it's like, I'm not down on it. I'm just like, this is how I these are the tools that I have to assess my stuff. Is like, if I sit there and I'm like, dude, my stuff is so great and I'm awesome and no, this scene's so wonderful, blah blah blah, and that's all I do. Like, who is that gonna make better? Not me. That's for sure. Teammate, look out! Oh my gosh, everything kind of just kicked off. Is that an explosive or a choke or something? It's a chaos. Oof. Okay, teammate is dead. Oh, that's not good. Stop choking, idiot. Yeah, there's certainly better ways to get criticism. To get criticism that's helpful, because obviously not all criticism is helpful, because not only does not everybody know how to give it, but some people like, oh, don't even. Okay. I gotta heal. I got a lot to do. Teammate, don't push yet. I have another one of these to do. Everyone's in that direction. I have 2 bounties currently. Okay, there's only one. Oh, I gotta reload, for frick's sake. Oi! Okay, we got the res. Beautiful. I'm gonna push this way. Oh, teammate got him. Let's freaking go. We're clear. This Federly's fun. This like cyclone. Yeah. Trashing on my stuff. Like, I don't want it to be I don't want the message. What did he just use on that? Huh. He like choked it. What is he doing? What the heck is he using to choke the guys? That was weird. He's like throwing like a glass bottle or something on them. Anyway. How's it going, Kelly? How was your Christmas season? All right. I think we're out of here. Okay. Go to wolves. Precious Piccola. You nobody, everybody show them. That was the change in stream. Yeah. I was just saying to the gang, I'm having a hard time. I have a hard time animating when I'm like not working on it every day, because I'll get kind of like stuck. Why are these guys shooting at me? Where do they want to go? Oh, they want to go to the thing. Gotcha. The Christmas season is just like too busy. I technically have time to animate. Like I could be animating right now. But it's like every other day I have like a full day of family stuff, and I just like can't get like anything done. Like I don't have a good flow state. I'm constantly like working on something all day and then like taking a break all day, and then I come back to it. I'm like, what was I doing? And I'm just like not able to really like lock in. So I just haven't been in a good headspace to actually like, I think I'd rather cash to like do anything meaningful, if that makes sense. Don't I need a hammer for this? So yeah, I just took a break. I'm just taking a break until like my Christmas season is chill again. Retrievable ammo in front of you returns automatically to your inventory. Dark side boost when looting down hunters. Reduce sway for weapons and increases zoom level in iron sights for rifles and pistols with stocks. What? Increase zoom level? I'm getting that. Just because I got to see what that looks like. Reduces melee stamina consumption for flinching and taking damage. Melee stamina consumption and flinching when taking damage. Melee stamina gets consumed when you take damage? Since when? Oh, I'm zooming way further like my screen. Oh, I do have tarot cards. What does this one do? Reduces spray and spread for weapons except shotguns until your hunter is down. Gotcha. Cool. Good work, boys. Let's get out of here. Jolly, joyful, and jubilating. Love that. Having problems too and procrastination. It's not procrastination for me. Definitely not procrastination. It's definitely more about if I start working on a shot and then I take 2 days off and then I come back to the shot, I will make the shot worse because I'll forget what it needs. It's not procrastination. If I could work for the next week straight, I would definitely be rocking right now. Procrastination, though, that is a procrastination is definitely a weird one. I don't know what it is. I don't have any great advice because I don't really procrastinate when I'm working on something that I like. I definitely procrastinate when I'm working on something I don't like. And that is not a good feeling. I definitely procrastinate when I'm working on something I don't like. But I don't really procrastinate otherwise. Procrastination. I think I made everything's wrong. No, it definitely ends in 4. It was going to be 4 or 5. And it ended up pacing out well for 4. So the next episode will be the finale. Definitely problems with procrastination. I have before. And I think that it was also me not enjoying what I'm working on. But I didn't know it at the time. Now that I'm working on something I like, I definitely have no problem with procrastination. But do I have any advice for procrastination? Because I know that it is crippling. Sometimes, I guess I do remember the advice that I was talking about. Sometimes if I procrastinate, sometimes if I'm having a hard time motivating is what I called it, I think. I usually stream when I have those moments. And that forces me to be productive. Because if you're by yourself and you're just sitting there and you're just like doing your thing, working, what's to stop you from just like doom scrolling on TikTok or looking at Reddit or whatever, watching YouTube videos? Like, there's nothing stopping you. So like, why wouldn't you do that? But imagine if like someone was watching you. Imagine if someone was like looking over your shoulder and being like, are you working? Are you getting it done? You better be getting it done. Then I'm more inclined to be like, okay, like, even if they don't care, it's like, I gotta focus because somebody's watching me. You know what I mean? Like, that feels a little different to me. You don't have to live stream. I think live stream's a really good one because it means that you don't need anyone to be around. You just do it. So that's really good. Definitely recommend that. I definitely want to get rid of Devil and put on this. Get rid of that for a Hellfire Bomb. And then I'm going to queue up again. It is only 7:30. Jeez. If you don't want to stream, even if no one's watching on the stream, there's a chance that someone's going to hop in and watch. And if they hop in, if they click on your stream and you're scrolling TikTok, that's no bueno. So the pressure will get you to like lock in. The other thing you can do if you don't like streaming is you can join a Discord server that either has your friends in it or other people or whatever. You don't have to talk, but just share your screen. You can like stream like your monitor. And then even if no one's in there, the thought that, or if like the thought that somebody could be there, or if somebody's there, will keep you being like, if they're going to jump on the stream, like I can't be working on, I got to be working. I can't be like on TikTok. Like they're going to see me work. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm definitely not this socially courageous, and some people are. But like we have voice channels here in the, like I have a Discord channel and we have voice channels in it. Like, get it ready up. Like in here, you can join this voice channel. General, or maybe we need a more dedicated stream, whatever for this. I don't think we do, but you can hop into general and just go into general chat and be like, I'm gonna be doing some work if anybody wants to check it out. You don't even have to play your mic. Mute your mic and stream your screen. The prospect of someone like that might jump in to see what you're working on, if they show up and you're slacking off, no bueno. And that gets me to work. So that's when I usually stream or whatever. If I'm like not really feeling it, but I got to get it done. That's a really good way. Really good way to get her done. Get her done. It's weird talking about how you shouldn't procrastinate when I'm not working, but I promise my reasoning is legitimate. One of my goals, one of my New Year's resolutions, if you will, was to stream with my face camera here. Is it helpful? I know I'm dark right now. I'm like a ghost. Can you see me? I don't know. I feel like it's like a more like there's someone here, even though I'm talking. It's just like it's slightly different when you jump onto a stream and it's like there's a dude here. I can actually see him. Is that just me? I don't love being on camera, but I feel like that is helpful. In theory, I would VTube, but I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about how to like set up all that crap. Like I have characters and I can know how to like animate and stuff, but I don't know anything about like, dude, VTuber crap is complicated. I've tried to set it up once. And I was like, oh my gosh, dude, like all the like programming that it takes and like all the settings and all the bells and whistles is just like, holy frick, dude. VTubing is so complicated. Why? It's like I would commission someone to set up to, you know, do a VTubing rig for me. If I meant it did have to be on camera. But more so that I want to commission them to make a rig. I want to commission them to just like come to my house. Come to my house and set all the crap up because I don't know how to do it. That's way more what do you call it? That's way more daunting than actually modeling the character because like dude, VTubing stuff is so insane. It's just freaking complicated. They do not make it easy. They say they do, but to get a custom character like on your screen and working, it's like that is a humongous task that I don't know anything about. Complicated. Freaking cringe. That bear still chasing me? Get me out of here. I don't have time for this emulator. Nope, I don't have time for you. Get him, teammate. Bonk him. Big yawn. I hate emulators. Get me out of here. Clap, clap. Saw the muzzle flash. Glizzy Lodge. Let's see, dingus. Are you kidding me? Buddy's going crazy and he shoots from over him at me. What the hell? That's a dumb death. Oh, teammate. What the frick? Good try. Good try, good try. I'm gonna switch this for regen shot. And then I want to equip. Holy moly, it's expensive. Vulture, Necro, Martialist, Salve Skin. Booyah. That's pretty sweet. Alright, I'm going to run to the washroom before this next round starts. I'll be right back. I am back. South. Shots at port. Why? Thank goodness it's Cypress Huts. They're not pitching. Oh, yep. I have a bad skin for this. Wait, do I hear someone behind me? I suck. Where's my teammate, bro? Taking his time. We ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that. Ugh, I don't know why I keep drinking that. It's bloody awful. Back to the lobby. Man, that loadout is so expensive. I keep buying it, but oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Necro? What is that? Never seen that with the bandolier on it. Looks like a lapel. Oh, it's the new skin. Teams wiped 2,533. 538 maxed out hunters. Holy frick. $1.5 million bounty. What is mine? Oh, 1.5 million. Like, oh my gosh. Really not that crazy. If I'm doing it, it's not that crazy. I'm not gonna lie. I hate the skins in this set. 538 maxed out hunters is pretty crazy though. My kill death is so bad. Dude, I'm so terrible. Why am I so bad at games? Embarrassing, yo. Buh. Buh. All right. Thought I heard something. No idea how fast these bullets are. None of those hit. That shot was pretty crusty. Not gonna lie. Do I have necro? I do. Close enough? How far away is this guy? Get him. How's it going, Alex? Oh, this clue's red. I don't like that at all. Jeez. I'm doing pretty good, Alex. Chilling. Doing some gaming. Unfortunately, I suck. I am what you call the big garbage. I was doing okay with that gun, but it's starting to fall apart on me. All right. Unfortunate timing, Alex, but I think that's it for me. I need to start. It's not that late, but I need to start winding down for sleepy time. So I'm probably going to kill the stream. This has been a vibe, though. Hopefully we'll be back on the art grind soon in the next couple weeks. A couple weeks to go left. And then I'll be back to it. So yeah, thanks for hanging out. Have a great night, everybody. Have a great night. Have a great night, Alex. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.